Okay, we come now to the cab. See, hand winders, your pockets. Here, two things on the van that do need doing. You've got rot there that's been put on the MOT. That needs doing in the arch. I'd probably say take all the arches are solid on here, but you have got corrosion. I think get it all stripped off, get it all treated, cleaned up, this bit welded, job's a good one. And there's temporary door stops that makes you haven't got door stops on here. And also something else, the joint to the top of the door bonnet, as you can see, there's rot here. Now it hasn't gone back into the bulkhead yet. That all needs chopping back and new steel being put in. So that those two jobs are jobs that need doing on the van. So you've got your standard CF2 seat for adjustment, space behind the seat. There you go, somebody's put on the what's name pedals. Here you go, genuine mileage on there. The engine that's in here, I've been told, is not the original 2.3D. It's an exchange unit from a Vauxhall Frontera, but the same engine, flat 2.3D. There I've wired in the stop solenoid on the fuel pump because the loom, it wasn't working off the loom. I'll put a, I think that's a Land Rover hazard switch in, because again mine wasn't working for the MOT. There you go. Gear layout on here is great, I think, like a Scania. You reverse in that position, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. There's your indicators for the van. Got your Sony unit, it's in the house. There's the rear view camera. Here you go, your seat unit down there. There's your engine bay. She's had refurb starter motor on her and refurbed alternator as well, so that's working a treat. There you go, there's your voltmeter. She hasn't been started now for a couple of weeks, but a while ago she hadn't been started for a couple of months and she started first time. It's a total treat. Right, okay, here we go, power's on. Right, run. So start, down, glow plugs on, and then you see the light that comes on because it's an automatic timer on it. That'll go out in 8 seconds. There we go, it's gone out. Now, because she hasn't been started for a good while, leave it a few seconds and I'll run a second circuit on that. And then it also stays on when you turn her over. There we go. Started first time, lovely. Running a treat. Right, just show you the rear view camera. There we go, come up the brick wall. You can see, because it's quite shiny on there. There you go, there's your voltmeter, look. Give us some revs, there we go, 14, look. So all operating lovely. We can see, like, because the brightness on the, you know, like I say, if you put the cap on the rear view camera, you stop the sunlight, etc. The work a treat. There's just a little indicator for, got temperature gauge and clock in there. That's had a new battery in, but I'm not sure if the time's right on that or whatever. New wiper blades been put on her. So it's had recent new wiper blades, but it wants the wiper blade arms tidying up. And you've got your air horns. There you go. Oh, that's off a Land Rover as well, because the original CF Stalk, which is like that, you can't get hold of them, and I needed to get it done for the MOT, so I just wired in a Land Rover one. Works a treat. So you go, there's your fuel gauge, got your temperature gauge. I'll probably leave her running for a bit now, actually, tick over, because just rather than letting her go cold again, she hasn't been run for a while. I'm going to take her out for a run hopefully this weekend, and and what should just tick over normally, but what I've got is my little plastic, what I call me fast idle screw. So just put underneath the accelerator pedal there, just run her for bits. There you go, hunky dory, job's a good one. Well pleased with what my mate and I done with the fuel circuit. Oh, there's the curtain that pulls across the back, because as I say, don't matter whether she's been cold for months or weeks, she'll start first time every time now. And I haven't started her yet in the winter, but I presume again in the winter, rather than how she was before, it's quite a struggle to start her in the cold. She should start perfect.